Hey guys, welcome to another pick a card. My name is Johanna. Welcome to the channel. We are going to be taking a look at where you are out of alignment. So I have pre-pulled some oracles here for each pile, and then we're also going to pull some additional tarot and oracles during the reading. We have 3 piles for today. So we have pile number 1 with this heart chakra crystal. We have pile 2 in the middle here with the throat chakra crystal. And then we have pile number 3 with the root chakra crystal. So take your time to intuitively choose which pile you feel the most drawn to. Timestamps will be down below, so you guys can check those out there or even at the bottom of the video here. And yeah, whenever you're ready, I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this heart chakra crystal. This is going to be your reading for where you are out of alignment. We're going to get as well some advice as to how you can kind of realign yourself. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to look at this card. We're going to look at, these are archetype cards, and then this is an animal oracle, but we're going to look at the shadow aspects of both of these for the out of alignment piece. So we have Earthworm here for you guys. Now I don't use this deck a ton, so I am going to check and see where exactly or how exactly this shows up. Let's see. Okay, so the Earthworm here is, the keywords are kind of like shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision. So when this is out of balance, it's self-conscious and apprehensive. So I'm almost kind of getting this energy of like you like curling up and like shying away from something in your life. So we'll see what this is kind of about. We have also the Seeker, which the shadow attribute of this is inability to commit to a path once found. And then we have Samaritan, which the shadow of this is exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. Interesting. So pile 1, where you're out of alignment here, I feel as though there's maybe something where you are not fully stepping into either the actions you need to take or who you need to be or something to that effect, where you're kind of like coiling, you're like retracting. And it could be due to confidence, but then at the same time, you're like, I want to be recognized for what I do. I want to be seen, but it's like you're not allowing yourself to fully be seen, if that makes sense. So for some of you, this is like not committing to something fully, or even if you feel like you've committed to it fully, it's like not taking all of the actions that you need to take. There's somewhere where you're pulling yourself back, somewhere where you're not showing up fully. And it could be because you're of like confidence or feeling not confident about something, right? Like feeling kind of, feeling like you're just not feeling comfortable in something. But I feel like it's almost like it's a shadow aspect of you. It's because there's an aspect of either self-worth or confidence or, fear of rejection or worried about being seen or something to that effect. And so you haven't fully committed to the path that you want to go down. There's something that's still holding you back in some way, shape, or form. So reflecting on that, if you don't know what that is, I feel like reflecting on that a little bit, like maybe where in your path of whatever you're trying to move forward with in your life or whatever you're trying to manifest or achieve or have in your life, like where are you not allowing yourself to fully step into it or fully commit to it? Like, where are you standing in your own way? let's see what else we have here. We also have, we have courage. We have mystery with a dark side of the moon. And we have knowledge with drawing down the moon. So again, I feel like there's this courage that is needed. Like you're needing to step into courage. You might be lacking the courage to step into the unknown, or just see again how things are going to pan out here for you. It's like you don't know unless you try. I feel like you know this though. There's like, or there's something you want to share, or something that you want to express, or some sort of knowledge that you have. And it could just be about the situation in general, where you're like, I know why I'm holding myself back here. I know this is where I'm struggling. And I feel like the knowledge card is saying, one, you know that you maybe need to take action here and like allow yourself to see what happens. Some of you are like fearful of the unknown, or you're unsure of whether you know enough, or you know what I mean, to that capacity. Like it's just like a self-doubt type of energy. And I feel like this is like, again, it's like getting in your way of you moving forward on your path, you moving to the next level of something, or fully manifesting something into your life. So looking at that, I want to get the tarot here actually now. Some of you, like I said, have something to share with this knowledge energy, and this is what you, like you need to commit to this path, and you're maybe not. Does pile one need to know about where they're out of alignment? Ooh. Okay. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Emperor. We have Judgment. Yeah, again, the path. And we have Strength. Yeah, this is about like having to move forward. I feel like maybe for some of you, like maybe something hasn't worked out here for you before with Ten of Swords, or like you've seen some sort of challenging ending here, or you've struggled, right, a lot in some area of your life. And I feel like this is asking you to like, again, be bold, be courageous, you know, step into your Emperor energy and be assertive and take action and be disciplined and do the things that you need to do that are maybe not happening right now because of this Ten of Swords, because of this hurt, this feeling like even like maybe you're drowning and that nothing, like it's almost like pushing you down. It's not even that you're just drowning. It's like things are literally getting in the way of you being able to come out of the top, right? You may feel, maybe you've experienced some sort of betrayal or things in the past, again, that have like negatively kind of like influenced you, that I feel like you're still maybe holding on to what happened in those situations, and that's influencing you being able to move forward and to have the confidence in yourself that you can do something, or that you can have something. Because we have the Judgment here, which talks about like your purpose and your path, and being in alignment and answering the call, which I feel like is what the Seeker is. It's like you needing to seek and answer this call that you can hear and that you can sense, and that you know that this is the direction I want to move in. This is what feels good to me. This is where I want to go. But it's like in order to do that, we have to step up to the plate and be strong and use our inner strength to not only motivate us, but push us and allow us to overcome these more challenging situations we've been through and have had in our lives. So what is this Ten of Swords for you? What is this struggle that you've been through? What are these experiences that maybe have happened in any aspect of your life that is holding you back from fully stepping into your authority, you as a person? This is what's going to give you your wish fulfillment, your Nine of Cups, your feeling of support here. Like this aspect of like, I've done it, I've overcome this, I've worked through this, I've hit the jackpot, this recognition, this like success feeling, this validation that you want to have in your life will show up when you start to take this action and be the authority and not let this Ten of Swords control you and control your actions that you're making. Okay, so we have trust, we have true offering, and we have travel. Yeah, interesting. This is like giving me the energy of like needing to trust your path. The true offering is about releasing fears and illusions, and like this is giving me this like Ten of Swords energy, and relax into the plan that Spirit has for you. And then you're going to really start to see things moving forward in a really positive way when you don't allow these Ten of Swords situations to, again, influence your actions or influence the things that you're doing. I feel as though with this true offering, this is like, again, like giving this Ten of Swords, like these experiences, like up to the universe, releasing them and relaxing and trusting into the plan of where you're meant to go. And then it's like the guidance and the intuitive aspect of like the understanding and knowing of where you're supposed to be going will show up here for you. I want to get some cards on like, how do we release this Ten of Swords so that it's not influencing the actions, right? So like maybe what can we do to release the, again, this Ten of Swords energy? So we have tend to the small things with Mouse Spirit. We also have Seahorse with Watch and Wait. And we have Trust the Great Mystery with the Whale Spirit. So there's a lot about trusting and like kind of getting this like surrender energy. However, I feel like the kind of more tangible thing that you can do is with this Mouse Spirit of tend to the small things is like, what are the little details, the little things in your life that, you know, you have control over, that you can look after to make sure that you're raising your vibration, you're doing and taking actions from a place of alignment, right? This, for some of you, this is also too, like, let's say you're trying to, I don't know, make a business or grow a business or something like that. The tend to the small things is giving me this energy of like, you know, what are the small things or the little things that you need to do each and every day to see growth, to see change, and just the little stuff. Don't overwhelm yourself with all these extra things, but what are the little things you need to do each and every day? If you're in a relationship, this is like, or you're looking for a relationship even, it's like, this is how can you show up for yourself and show yourself love every single day that will then, again, raise your vibration, show you what to be, you know, show the universe that you're looking after yourself first and you're tending to the small things, and then watch and wait. The universe will start to bring things up here for you. Okay, so let's get some more advice here from the tarot, which we've got a bunch here already. Okay, so the first card to come out, we have the Three of Cups for advice. This is still advice on like how you can release this energy here. We have the Page of Cups, Nine of Swords, and we have the Queen of Wands. I feel like this is needing to, for some of you, like confide or connect with a group of people. Three of Cups, get into your community. People who have the same, like a community support. So even if you're part of like, I don't know, like an app or like a membership type thing, like even leaning on that a little bit more. So like even for example, like I'm going to do a, like kind of like a stretch movement type thing that's part of a group that I'm in. And, you know, that's something that I'm giving back to myself. I'm showing up for myself in the way that I need to be showing up for myself. And so that can help me get it back into alignment. So depending on what your goals are, right? This could be any sort of like For some of you too, it's like a mentor or someone who can support you or help you. Being open to also any people or friends, anybody who can offer you some support or some assistance through like a conversation, or this could be therapy or something to that effect. The Nine of Swords is making me feel like this is like people or things or groups you can go to when you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling stressed, you're, you know, maybe struggling a little bit. You're not quite at that Ten of Swords energy, but you're a little bit before it. And this is going to, again, realign you here with the Queen of Wands. Like, how can we step back into the power or our power and have our courage and this fiery, passionate energy to move forward, to keep having this confidence that we struggle with when we get too close to this Ten of Swords energy. There might be someone specifically who can help you navigate this whole situation as well. So again, if you have any sort of like a mentor or anyone, I'm also getting to like being around groups of people or people in general who, again, you feel good around, people who support you, people who just have like good energy, where you can have a conversation, fill your cup, have some level of like creativity here. Give me one with this Three of Cups for the advice. Interesting. Five of Swords. King of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, this is like where you can go to people with your stress, with your fears. Definitely avoid any connections and people that don't support you, obviously. Any of them that do stress you out. Yeah, these are like people who can help you make like a practical plan or help you. We have the King of Coins as well with this Two of Wands. So it's like people who can kind of help ground you and help you get back on track. Like people who can help you realign and get out of your head. So this could be multiple people, but it also could be a person, or again, maybe you're part of a membership or that sort of thing, where it could even be like again, working out or something, but it's like, it helps you and your mindset. It helps you get back on track. It helps you reorient yourself, and it gives you a better outlook onto things. Again, more of this like confidence, and it helps you release this, you know, more negative energy or this like kind of heaviness that is getting in the way of you being able to trust your path. So let's get one final card here for advice on where pile one is out of alignment and what they can do. Let's get one more card here. One more card for pile one. I think you guys got two. Okay, so we're going to read this one first, which says, Mother of Mercy. It says, dispensations of mercy come when we are without recourse, ending a cycle of manipulation, unkindness, or unconsciousness. This spiritual assistance is offered to you now from a place of loving respect, kindness, and great spiritual power. Blessings to Kuan Yin, Mother of Mercy, who watches over us with attentive love and cares for our spiritual progress. So this is showing up again, like you're ending this cycle, the Ten of Swords, right? Ending this cycle of manipulation, unkindness, unconsciousness. So this cycle, that Ten of Swords, is ending for you. We have Enter the Jade Temple. Kuan Yin and her Temple of Peaceful Jade causes all conflict to elevate to higher peaceful resolution. A resolution and healing of any situation that is concerning you is already underway. You are being asked to begin to feel the relief of that resolution now, so you can more readily melt into the divine solution and blessings of peace from beloved Kuan Yin. So again, basically kind of saying the same thing, is like this cycle is ending, but there's healing happening as well for you to be able to move forward, and this is going to help the trust. So some of you might just find you enter a better cycle where you feel like you're feeling more trustworthy of or trustful, I should say. You're feeling more trustful, if that's a word, of in the divine, in the universe, to help get you to where you're trying to go. Again, I feel like for some of you there might be someone specific who can help you. I feel like that'll progress the process here. But it could also just be like your friends or your family or someone who you can find support in. It doesn't have to be like a professional in that sense, but there's something, a coach, right? Someone who can help get you out of this kind of more stagnant energy where it's like you want to see progression, you want to see change, but you're also not fully committed to the path. So I feel like this is going to help the commitment piece. It's going to help you be courageous and take action and move forward by doing the things that need to be done, and also being in the right vibration for that. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know down below, obviously. You guys can obviously check out any of the other piles. If this did not resonate with you, or if you just want to check out the other piles, feel free. If you guys would like more readings from me, I do have a membership, which is essentially like a Patreon where I post additional readings that are exclusive to our group over there. So it is called the Soulful Circle membership. So if you are interested in that, it's $11 a month, and the link for that is down below. We do any sort of readings to basically kind of like help align you and get you back onto your path and support you with different things that we're going through in our life. So we definitely check out the energies of that and what's coming up. So any sort of like self-care type of things. So yeah, if you're interested in that, again, the link for that's down below. But otherwise, I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this throat chakra crystal. This is going to be your reading for where you're kind of out of alignment. And we're going to get some advice too as to how you can kind of bring yourself back into alignment. So first we're going to take a look at these cards. We're going to look at the shadow aspects of these cards, which would be obviously where you're not 100% in alignment. So we have the hummingbird here, and I'm going to look at the book for this deck. Again, I don't use this deck a ton, so we'll see what it has to say. Hummingbird, let's see. Let's see. Okay. So typically this card indicates positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful, but when it's out of balance, it's pushy, insistent, and sharp. So that is interesting. And then we have the martyr here, which the shadow aspect says addiction to self-pity. And then we have child with orphan, which says feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. Okay. I feel like this kind of has to do with, for you, pile 2, something about your, like your outlook on something, or you could be kind of in what typically people will call like a victim mentality, where you're kind of seeing the negative aspects of things and using it to your advantage as to like maybe why you can't do something, or this could stem from like an abandonment wound, or you know, feeling like people aren't, you know, showing up for you the way that you want, or the way that you feel that they should. Because normally it's like if you're very positive, right, the hummingbird would be not a shadow attribute in the sense of, like, again, the positive or the alignment energy of the hummingbird is this positive, enthusiastic energy. And it makes me think that you're maybe not in this, and you're kind of sitting in, you know, feeling a sense of pity, or people should feel sorry for you, or, right, like that sort of thing, instead of feeling like, you know, you can do things. You feel like positive and supportive, and you're open to learning and trying new things and that sort of thing. So I feel like some of you are maybe kind of also like keeping yourself stuck in some sort of way because of this. Like, and even with this, feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation. That would be like stifling growth or stifling, right? Like growing up or evolving in some way. So there's your outlook is holding you back, or how you're perceiving certain situations or your situation is holding you back from where you're trying to go or what you would like to see in your life. Now, some of you, I feel like this is like a bigger, how do I say this? Like, this could involve a lot of areas of your life. Others of you, this is like something super specific, where it's kind of this feeling of like, well, I can't, because that's kind of what the energy it's giving me. We have void moon with do nothing. We also have moon goddess with higher power. Interesting how there's similar energy or similar colors. And then we have exalted moon with self-regulation. Yeah, I feel like this isn't about you trying to change the situation or trying to control the situation or like seek a solution. It's about self-regulation. How can you regulate your emotions, your nervous system, your mind, right? Like all of those types of things are like ways that you can regulate your mind as well, in order for you to embrace this higher power or embrace the fact that things can work out for you. Some of you are feeling like you're in a void, like things aren't working or things haven't been working, and you're just sitting, and I don't want to say you're doing nothing, but you're sitting and kind of like waiting because you're like, I don't have the answers, or I'm not sure which direction to move in, or things aren't clear for me, or again, making like excuses as to why things aren't shifting and aren't moving. But I feel like there's a need for you to regulate yourself so that you can take action, move forward, and start to see that growth, that maturation, that change that you want to change. But you can't sit in this like energy of like, oh, well, I guess it's just not for me. I guess it's just not. And for some of you, I feel like you're not maybe gonna like this message. Let's see what the tarot cards say about this energy for you, pile 2. Where is pile 2 not in alignment? It's like, it's giving me the energy of like giving excuses. We have the King of Wands. Okay. That's a lot of cards right now. Okay, so we got the King of Wands, we have the World, we have the Eight of Wands, the Emperor, the Hierophant, and then we also have the Ace of Swords, which came up in reverse, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Seven of Coins. Okay, just so I can see all these. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's maybe some like lessons you're having to learn. I feel like there's an aspect here with the Ace of Swords reversed, the Knight of Swords, and then the Page of Wands. There's kind of this aspect of like impulsivity. I'm not sure what that would be related to, but it's like you're wanting to close out and move forward here, but it's like there's a lesson that needs to be learned about the power that you hold, or the power that you have, or how strong and how capable you really are, rather than sitting in this like, well, I just can't because of the circumstances. Yeah, we have the High Priestess here at the bottom of the deck, and it's interesting because again, we had that higher power energy. It's like this energy of you guys sitting in, or you sitting in this, like, you have so much power. King of Wands, the Emperor. You have so much strength and so much power and like even influence with the Hierophant here. But you have to consistently take action or like invest. I'm getting with the Seven of Coins, like again with this impulsivity, some of you might be, well, I tried it, didn't work, but then it's like, did you really give it a true shot, right? And even with that self-regulation, that's like being able to go with the ebbs and the flows of things, right? But always kind of come back down to like neutral, right? So even when things get really good, you stay on track. When things get really bad, you stay on track, right? Like there's this not getting pulled off course. Like I feel like there's this energy of like, oh, it's just not working, so I'm just gonna give up, or it's just not gonna work for me, or it's just not for me, or people can do it, but like it's just not for me. There's something about like giving up here and not making sure that you're not giving up. Because I feel like otherwise, I feel like you're on track. But it's like your own regulation and your own kind of waves that need to be, like you got to kind of ride your own wave, right? Things aren't going to be perfect all the time. I was thinking about this actually with, like, I can't remember if it was earlier today or yesterday, but about how, you know, people make things, especially in like business and that sort of thing, like people make it seem like, oh, once they, you know, even start a business or they start working out and changing their health and like all these things, like all their problems, like on social media makes it look like all their problems are gone away. Like they don't experience hardships or difficulties or challenges, and they do. It's just that it's not expressed. It's not shown on social media, right? And so you might be thinking like, oh, I'm watching these people, or I'm wanting, you know, what this person has, which is no problem with that because you're using it as like motivation, right? Or motivation or inspiration, right? But you're not seeing the full picture when we're watching those people. And it's not any slight to those people either. It's just that it might not be aligned with their messaging and what they're, you know, they don't have to tell you everything that's going on in their life, but, you know, accounts typically have like a purpose behind them, right? Of what they're trying to show, or in, you know, even myself on this channel, like I don't express everything that's obviously going on in my life, right? So there's something about like you're not seeing the full picture. Their life isn't perfect either, and they still move through and keep sticking with things even if it's challenging. So there's kind of this energy of like, oh, it's just like it isn't for me, or like, you know, not staying committed to something or not staying consistent with something. And it's like, you're like, oh, well, nothing's happening. But that's not really like the truth. I feel like it's more of that you're just not sticking with it long enough in order for you to see the results. Yeah, we have challenges here. We have self-love, and we have direction. Yeah. It's like you're having a hard time like choosing a direction or sticking to a direction. And it's coming from this place of like you're having to not abandon yourself. I feel like maybe you've been, again, there could be some sort of like abandonment wound like in your past. And this is now showing up of like how you show up for yourself, how you treat yourself in some way, shape, or form. And so it's like needing to tend to your inner child by saying like, we can do this, we can move forward, and I'm going to direct us, I'm going to show us, I'm going to show up for myself and this every single day to see this through, to see some sort of change to our situation, even if it's challenging. I feel like if you're missing or you're feeling like I don't have a sign, I don't have a direction, I feel like that's going to come. Again, needing to give kind of like self-care, regulation, things for your emotional, mental, and spiritual health, physical health, right? Giving to yourself that way. Because I feel like there's any ways that can like improve your mood, or any things that can improve your mood I think is going to be important here, because there's kind of this like bah humbug type of energy of just like, oh, well, it's just not working for me. Let's see how you can overcome this energy of, you know, feeling kind of self-pity or feeling like things aren't working for you, kind of this mood. How can pile 2 overcome this? How can pile 2 overcome this? What's their advice? We have Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. Interesting, because I was thinking about the fact that you guys have the throat chakra, and I was thinking like there might be something that you need to speak up on or say or express. Maybe you have an idea, and it's interesting just because like this card is blue. We also have Watch and Wait with the Seahorse Spirit. We have Take a Leap of Faith, watch your words. Yeah, I feel like this is like how you speak to yourself or about the situation. We have Use Your Mind Wisely. So that's that regulation piece. Yeah, I feel like you just have to be not afraid to go for things. And if you are going for things, like not being afraid to stick to them. Yeah, be loyal to what you love. That's like sticking to something. Sticking to the process, sticking to your goals, your dreams, your vision, like, and not just trying it like one time and being like, well, it doesn't work, right? It's kind of like what they even say with like social media. It's like, you can't just post one time and be like, well, it didn't go viral, so, you know, guess it just isn't for me, right? So it's like, you got to still stick to things. You got to see things through. You got to give things time to, and even with the watch and wait, like you got to give things time to progress and to evolve and show up for you. I'm getting too, like your energy could kind of be like a little scattered, but you needing to be mindful of how your mind is operating and how you are speaking to yourself and the thoughts that you're having when it comes to stepping into new things or moving in a certain direction. What other advice do we have for pile 2? We have the King of Swords. There's more of that mind energy. Especially if you're like doubting your ideas. Ace of Wands with the Star. I feel like your advice here is to follow your passions. You're strong like Aquarian energy, so there could be some aspect of like uniqueness of wanting to do things a certain way or having an idea again, but you have to move forward. You have to allow this to pan out, bring your creativity definitely to life here, but don't be afraid to trust the guidance, trust the higher power, trust the ideas that you're getting in your mind and in your heart, because I feel like this is like something that you know, you have a dream or an aspiration for. And if you have that, it's meant for you. So I feel like there's like a consistency thing here for you, pile 2. Again, sticking to things and not feeling, again, kind of this self-pity or, you know, being like, woe is me. This is like my life kind of thing, like no longer making excuses for things. But I feel like a lot of this happens because of like the mood or the energy and the emotions that you get into or that come up for you. And that's why I feel like this regulation piece is big. You may need to release certain things with this 6 of Swords so that you can move into the new as well, is what I'm getting. Releasing a mindset, releasing thoughts, beliefs. Let's get a final message here for pile 2 for where they're out of alignment. You guys got 2 as well. So we got these 2 cards. The first one is Blessings of the Moon Maiden. The Moon Maiden with her lucky hair brings auspicious tidings of prosperity and abundance to you now. The universe seeks to replenish, restore, and create through you. Allow yourself to receive beyond what you have thought is possible by opening your heart with gratitude now. Yeah, this is like you not thinking something's positive or possible for you is like holding you back in the sense of like it's giving you a negative outlook on your situation and your life, and like again, the consistency piece. It says, let the blessings of good fortune from the beloved maiden of the moon, Kuan Yin, flow easily into your life now. So good things are trying to come in for you. You just have to like, again, open yourself up and be in the energy where you can like stick to the energy and not feel like, you know, bad about yourself in the situations. Obviously, like, allow these emotions to come up, but I feel like these emotions are coming up for you to like recognize and process and like release and see in a different light and see in a different perspective. We also have blossoms of the sky dancer. Kuan Yin guides you to remember the creative energy and spiritual light that are within you, which cause of all life around you to bloom. Creation is a natural spiritual power within you, beloved. Force can slow down the process. It is time to stop striving and allow your manifestation to occur. Trust, let go, and allow your creation to flow. So, yeah, let yourself be creative. Let yourself be guided by your insights, your ideas, your creative ideas, you know, the thoughts, and don't doubt yourself and don't doubt that they are possible. Let them show you that they're possible by consistently putting energy and effort and time into it. And then that's when things are going to start to kind of move forward and take off for you. So just be mindful of how you're speaking about yourself, your situation, the things in your life, your own ideas, and your emotions and your mood towards things, because I feel like that is what's kind of coming up to being where you are maybe not fully in alignment here, and it's creating more challenges and blocking your direction. So hopefully that resonates for you, pile number 2. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the other piles or a different reading on my channel. Hopefully you enjoyed this reading and it was supportive and beneficial for you. Otherwise, I do have my Soulful Circle membership for those of you who would like more additional readings for you along your path and along your journey. I pull cards a few times a week for the collective there on different topics, as well as just the general energies that are starting to come through or coming through with the changes and everything that we're going through. So if you're interested in something like that, it is $11 a month. The link for that's down below. And again, it's the Soulful Circle membership. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing. Hopefully I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome. If you chose this pile, then you chose this root chakra crystal. This is going to be your reading for where you are out of alignment. And we're going to take a look at these cards first, because we're going to take a look at their shadow aspects. So we're going to start with this animal oracle. We have the buffalo here. So let's see. I'm going to use the book here for this. Buffalo. Okay. So we're also going to get advice as well as to how you can overcome this. So we have the buffalo, so grounded yet heavenly, practical yet spiritual. So when this is out of balance, it is reckless and it lacks gratitude. Okay, so kind of some like impulsive type of energy. Let's see. We have Don Juan with shadow attribute of using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. Interesting. And we have slave, which the shadow attribute of this is giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. Okay, interesting. Some of you, sorry, my voice is kind of froggy all of a sudden. Some of you are, I'm almost getting for some of you, I feel like you're like, maybe if you're in any sort of a relationship where it feels like the dynamic, there's like a bit of manipulation or the dynamic is off, I feel like that's something to be aware of, because I feel like you're giving your power away. Now, others of you are maybe kind of manipulating a situation in your own life where it's in order for you to have power, for you to gain power over a situation, maybe over a person, but I feel like it would be more of a situation. Okay, so we have change your tune, we have synchronicity, and we have abundance. this is making me feel like it's like something needs to be put back into balance in some aspect of a partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be in business. It could be like your relationship with yourself, of where you're maybe manipulating yourself. Like there's an ungrounded, not even playing field is kind of what I'm getting. This is a very different reading than the other two readings. I feel like there's, and it's interesting, the grounding energy, because we have the root chakra. So it's interesting, like I'm really feeling like you need to ground your energy, or you need to, if it's a situation where your power is being given away, you need to reclaim that sense of power, regain that sense of stability for yourself. Because I feel like this has to do with your foundation. And it's, again, it's abundance energy is just giving me the energy of like the root chakra. Now it could be influencing your money some way, shape, or form. I want to get a little more on this buffalo card and see. Oops. So the buffalo says, the hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in earth, yet its heart and mind rise towards heaven. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and we may allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. I feel like this is like you trying to control the situation, some sort of situation. And it's like you really need to bring things back into balance if you're trying to open yourself up to receive more, or if things, again, are not abundant in your life in any capacity. It's because there's a dysfunction, I guess, in how you're giving something more power than it should have. It's almost kind of this, like, I don't want to say it's greedy. I feel like it would be more of like survival. Like you're in survival mode. You're in this energy of like trying to get everything that you can get because you need more. You don't have enough. You might be feeling this way because you literally don't have enough money, or, you know what I mean? Like there's something about where like your approach to a person, a situation, just anything in your life, your approach to it is not balanced. You're doing it for your own agenda. It needs to be more balanced in your approach to it. So for example, like let's say it's like a business thing that you're trying to start, like your own personal business. It's like, this is like you being in it for the money, but forgetting about, you know, why you're there in the first place and why you want to help people, or why you wanted to start this business in the first place. If this is like a relationship, it would be like you attracting a person just to have a person in your life, but like not you're wanting to control everything and not letting it play out, and like, you know what I mean? Like it's like trying to micromanage the other person. So I feel like the synchronicity is giving me this energy of like things need to be a little more balanced. And things will come along at the right time. And that's where, again, you're needing to change your tune around your approach. Let's get some tarot on this. What is this? Where is pile 3 out of alignment here with this energy? Where is pile 3 out of alignment here? For the Page of Coins, we have the Chariot, Judgment, and the Knight of Pentacles. See, the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles are this grounded energy. We do have the Lovers here, which is interesting because it's giving me kind of this energy. Clarify this Judgment energy here for pile 3. Clarify Judgment. Clarify Judgment. 5 of Wands. Yeah, see, there's conflict here. And like this struggle. Like there's not this flow. Clarify the Chariot. Clarify the Chariot for pile 3. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, another grounded energy. And the 9 of Coins. So I feel like this is about you moving forward for sure. You taking action. See, but it's interesting. The Chariot is about control. I feel like you could be trying to control an outcome, control a person, control a situation. And it's almost like it's causing more struggle than it is not. And I feel like it's like for your own personal gain, your own personal because it's like you have opportunities, Page of Coins, you have new things, new opportunities, new people, new situations. Yeah, it's about this balance of giving and receiving. Like this can't be just a one-sided situation here. There needs to be boundaries. And like this could very well have to do with your money, especially with all these pentacle energies, this grounded energy and the abundance card coming up. So this would make me feel like, again, it's like, what's your approach to the situation and why are you struggling so much with moving forward in your path is because you're trying to control or even manipulate kind of like the outcome. Like you're trying to, everything's to your advantage, but it's like, well, what about the other party? What about the, you know, the giving part? You can't just receive everything. What about the giving part, right? So it's like, and I almost feel like you're struggling to receive. I don't feel like you're doing this again. Like, I don't feel like this is from a selfish place, but I feel like this is more of like from a survival place. Like you're so focused on money, you're so focused, but you're actually like ungrounded. So some of you definitely have to work on like your root chakra here. Let's see what this, yeah, we have being enough. We have sanctuary. There's that like home grounded energy. Then we have independence. I feel like this is like you working on like your inner self. Especially with sanctuary here. Some of you, this is also about like creating a nicer, safer space within you. So the root chakra can have to do with our sense of safety in the world, which can be like a nervous system piece, right? Like if we're constantly stressed and we're overwhelmed and we're pushing and we're forcing and we're doing all the time, this might be where you need to slow down a little bit, change your tune around the situation. Some of you are like forcing a situation in the sense of, again, that control piece, but it's like you're trying to manipulate, you're trying to force this situation here, right? You're trying to get things to work in the way you want, but in that you actually become a slave to the situation. So again, it's giving me, and I'm going to give an example. So like you think of like the algorithm and people trying to build their accounts, not saying that you are, but if you are, again, like building a business and you're trying to post on social media and all these types of things, you could be like, I'm going to try to manipulate the algorithm. I'm going to try to blah, 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 blah. But then it's like you become a slave to the algorithm in that process, because now the algorithm controls you, and it's controlling what you post, and it's stressing you out, and it's having you try to control the algorithm instead of just like doing your own thing and not worrying about what's happening. Because the buffalo is about having gratitude, but it's also again, this like grounded energy, and not being like, it's trusting that what you're doing and the efforts that you're taking and the things that you're doing are within your control and working out, and you don't have to force things. Hopefully this is making sense. Let's get some more advice here around what can pile 3 do to bring more balance here and not force things and try to manipulate things and kind of gain their power back. Okay. So we have act as if with chameleon spirit. We have surrender now with the moth spirit. We have transformation is beautiful with the butterfly spirit. We have be loyal to what you love with the dog. We have dream the world into being. We have let spirit be your guide and learn from the past. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is saying like you need to just act as if it's already here, against that trusting piece. Allow the change and the transformation to happen. Don't try to control it. Like, let it happen as it's meant to. Let spirit kind of guide you through the process. Because I feel like some of you are like maybe even in a pattern with this learn from the past. It's like you could find yourself in a pattern of like you're always trying to control things, you're always trying to force things. And it's like you're needing to be more trusting in yourself and the universe. And you're needing to kind of get out of this loop of trying to manipulate the situation to work for you, because it's not working for you. I think that's like the thing, is like you're trying to control, you're trying to do all the right things and you know, make things fit in this box, but it's like it doesn't end up working that way for you. So you just need to do things because you love them, take action and have this gratitude, right? And allow your dreams to kind of like come to life here. Like you really got to change your tune of like how you're approaching situations here. Hopefully this is, again, making sense. We have the 7 of Wands, but it was in reverse. This is more advice. Advice for pile 3. We have the Hierophant. We have the Queen of Cups and the Star. Yeah, I feel like this is about opening yourself up, especially with the 7 of Wands in reverse. Page of Cups. Opening yourself up to, like, even with this Queen of Cups, like she's got her hand over the cup, right? Like she's kind of blocking it. It's like, allow yourself to open up here to what it is that you desire, your dreams, right? Like dream the world into being, and the Star is literally about your future and your dreams and your goals and your wishes. So how can you open yourself up more? How can we maybe not be so rigid? I'm getting with the Hierophant. Interesting too, because the Hierophant is this grounded earth energy of Taurus. How can we ground ourselves to be more open? To kind of like allow this childlike wonder, right? This Page of Cups energy, to allow ourselves to explore and move forward here. Can I ride a Hierophant? Yeah, 10 of Wands. And we have the 8 of Coins. It's like you're overwhelmed by the details of things. And it's interesting, right? Like this Eight of Coins specifically, she's like working so hard, but she's got like her hands and her feet are hurting because she's just been at this forever, like, you know? So I feel like, again, there's kind of this energy of like putting down some of the burden, putting down some of the force, putting down some of the things that you have made yourself responsible for that maybe aren't. Like just taking a step back. Changing your tune, right? Changing your approach to your abundance. Because like I said, it's like you're trying to force things, you're trying to make things happen, but it's actually doing the opposite. It's making you a slave to this situation somehow. What is, let's get some final messages here for pile 3. Final message for pile 3 with regards to their alignment. You guys got one card. You got this card. It says the threshold. At the threshold you stand, before you lies a way of being that is beyond fear. It is a sacred passing through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, and unconditional love. You are coming home to love. Yeah, this is like you, again, you're at the threshold here where you can change, again, this path. This is where this abundance, all these good things are going to start to come in here, and things are going to start to balance out here for you. But we do have to move beyond the fear, right? And the slave literally talked about fear, right? It said, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. You're a slave to this situation, and so it's having to change your approach to the situation so that you're no longer a slave and you're no longer acting out of fear or worry by trying to manipulate it. You're just letting it happen. Believing in yourself, believing in your, you know, regulating yourself, your nervous system, you know, so that you can stand in your own authority, stand in your uniqueness, stand in who you want to be. And then those things will start to come forward instead of trying to, again, force things. So hopefully this makes sense. Very different reading from the other two. I mean, they were different from each other as well, but just kind of a different feel to this one for sure. So hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you guys can check out any of the other readings on my channel as well. If you would like more readings from me, I do have a membership called the Soulful Circle, which the link for that is down below. It's $11 a month, and I post additional readings just for that group that are exclusive to that group throughout the week. So if that's something that interests you and you want more guidance for you along your path and your journey, then that is something that would definitely be supportive for you. And like I said, it's $11 a month, and the link for that I'll put down below in the description and in the comment section. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing as always, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye.